It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I
It
don't
doesn't
understand.
work. I have audio problems. I'm not an audio engineer. I'm a photographer. What
Well,
is that
you've been more than that
terrible
lately.
orange jacket?
It's not. It's my favorite sweatshirt, and it's
How
Oregon
old is
State
it?
Beavers. Oh, that's old. Look, it's splitting. It's splitting.
Is your nipple out? Like a
No,
nipple.
that's a different show. No.
Oh goodness. All right, look, John Riviera has got it going on. He's got his name on there and everything.
Oh, hello, John.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got it.
see, he signed in. He did all the things so we can see. It helps.
Yeah.
It helps the show.
He
We
goes from one
appreciate it.
cool place to the other. That's all I see him is in cool places.
Where he was in San Francisco, right? Had a
San
little
Francisco, riding down the Golden Gate Bridge, his hair blowing in the wind.
on a double
Everything.
decker bus.
Yeah,
He was in the top row.
that was amazing.
It was pretty fun.
Playing 2 times if you need help. That was pretty good.
Who is he talking to? Me or you?
I don't know. Okay, so all right. Did you see the title?
No. What did you call it this time?
Yeah. Well, it's a little
Started-
sad though because we got to talk about Trey Love first. Hopefully,
Oh no.
yeah. Hopefully Trey's watching. Anyways,
Have you
Trey
heard
is a
from
good
him?
friend of mine. He's All American Imaging out of Columbia, South Carolina. He ran some health problems and he's in the hospital right now, and I think he's gonna be okay. But it got scary there for a minute, so just want to let Trey know that we're all thinking about him. He's a fellow volume photographer. I know we all we have friendly competition, but man, when one of us goes down, it's really sad. So
Yeah.
anyhow,
I hope
thinking
he
of
heals
Trey,
up.
everybody
quick.
say, yeah. Hopefully, everybody say a prayer for Trey. He's out of, like I said, he's out of Columbia, South Carolina. He's got a great business. He's been doing it for a long time, like I don't know, 30-something years he's been doing this. So he knows a lot.
Gosh, he's old.
He just started when he was in college.
I know.
Yeah.
Just teasing.
No.
No, he. I hope he's doing good. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
So anyway, I want to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened with you? You were doing look, I'm having a drink. I just had to. It's been like a series of.
Did you get the smallest can they had on the shelf because you're a lightweight?
No, it was just what was in the refrigerator. I think this is some stuff that like the kids have, you know.
Look at that.
It's pretty
skinny.
good. It's Topo Chico. I love Topo Chico.
I've never had it.
You never had Topo Chico?
No.
Because you drink Cokes.
I'm having Kroger seltzer water.
Oh, you drinking seltzer water now because you are
not
taking...
now.
You were drinking Cokes.
Nope, diets.
It's even worse.
Well, I won't blow away in the wind like you.
What were you doing in British Columbia?
In British and Columbia?
Yeah.
It's called Victoria, British Columbia was where I was.
I've lost my words because I've just been speaking for so long straight. So you have to yeah.
You've been speaking for so long straight. Yeah, you came into today thinking you're gonna have a short day and it turned into long. Are we gonna talk about that next? Or
we can.
This is volume though. Do people really want to hear what I was doing in Victoria, BC?
No, I think so, because I think they need to know about a photographer in a small town has to do what they can in order to make a living.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about the grind and the hustle, you know, we hear that a little bit lately out of other speakers, I think. And, you know, it's real. If you're going to run your own business, you have to be able to move and shake, I guess. I don't know. We don't just shoot volume. We shoot a high amount of volume for the two of us, but we also shoot weddings. We shoot high school seniors. I shoot real estate, and we shoot a ton of commercial headshots. There's a bunch of hospitals and stuff that, you know, we do a lot of work with too. So yeah, I do a little bit of everything, and we have to in a small town because I don't think there's enough to go around of one thing. I personally don't believe there is.
Yeah, I don't think so too. As small as town, I mean, we've got a huge population in Metro Atlanta, and sports is a huge
neighborhood's the same size as my whole town.
It literally is just 3,000 homes in my neighborhood.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how many people live here, but it's a lot. And I think sports is a priority in Georgia.
Yeah.
They're the same way out there.
It depends on the sport. I mean, it depends. I don't know. It feels like it used to be. I don't know that it is so much anymore. I think that, if the it depends on who's running the league. It seems like lately, to be honest, on how much buy-in there is and how much support there is for it, and how how that feels when you show up to something like that compared to when you don't have those things. So that comes and goes here. It's not a constant.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe. Well, what I did is volleyball today, and I thought I was just taking like a small junior program. Like 2 teams. I was expecting 2 teams, maybe 12 girls, and there ended up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 7 teams. Now there was 7 teams, and then they are averaging about 15 girls a team. So what is that, like 95?
Yeah.
It's like 95, and yeah. So and then senior banners. They decided they wanted to use it for senior banners. It was like a thing where Karina was trying to negotiate with them. It was one of those deals where I think, it was, hey, if you do this, then you might get this, and we're kind of done with that. We've been doing this for too long for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey,
tell us what you want
this,
so we can just come do it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you do this, then you might get opportunity to do this. And like, okay, I mean, we don't, this is it. Like, we're not negotiating like you're gonna throw something in for me. And all of a sudden, you know what I mean? So we ended up getting the senior banners right at the last minute. And yeah, it was a lot of kids. I mean, it was 90-something girls, and I thought it was gonna be 20.
Good.
So it was big, and I gave out so many directions that my mouth stopped forming words. You ever get like that?
So it was just where you talk so much it doesn't even make sense anymore. Absolutely, those days are coming fast. September is like that when we're doing schools. You do 700 kids a day, and you can't speak at the end of it. You have no idea what words mean anymore. They don't mean anything.
It's just all jumbled. It's
been noise. Especially in
Yeah.
a gym with that many girls in a gym constantly. You couldn't hear your own thoughts if you wanted to, probably. It was probably
They
loud.
were blasting music. Blasting.
Well, didn't you say you tethered this time too? So that's,
oh my gosh,
how'd that go?
That's another thing. The last couple of shoots have been tethering. So we just hit the ground running here in August. I just can't. End of July, August. I mean, it's been crazy. And anyways, so I decided to shoot tether. We did the boot camp there in Denver. We were with Quants, and he was shooting tethered, and he's been preaching to him. He's like, oh, but did you see the reactions? Like, I really don't get reactions because we don't shoot tethered in volume ever. It's just not, and I still can't do it for a league. But if I'm doing this volleyball thing and I had 8 seniors that I pulled aside and I was doing their banners for them, then I want to do tether so that way they can see the photos. And I did it for football yesterday, and the reaction from the athletes, like yesterday was a little weird because moms were there. Like, it was this was a private school, so they started a little later, and so the moms were there, and Karina charged them a sitting fee. They did their photos on Saturday, but they had me come in and shoot a group of kids because they wanted some better quality photos. So we did not, and I brought the computer last minute. Let's try to tether. And the reaction that we got like immediately was like, okay, I guess Quants was right. Damn it. And it was fun. You know what I mean? Like, it actually was fun. And today was fun. And Jody got a lot of behind the scenes. Jody and Amber were helping me today, and they got behind the scenes. So I'll have, them lead right into the next thing. Like, I have a lot of content for Instagram, and it was like, you take the photo and then it's all the girls screaming. And, there's 2 things. One is fun, but 2, you got to be careful with girls, right? Because they can be kind of picky with their photos.
Listen, I think high school football boys can be worse sometimes, but go ahead.
Yeah. But the one thing that was good is that the other girls were, when you show a girl in the back of the camera, right? They're like, oh, I don't like my face or whatever. That's the one opinion. But when it pops up on the screen and their whole team loves it, it helps kind of convince them that, I look good. I don't need to,
Yeah.
whatever, move that one piece of hair, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of helped me, like, okay, this is a great photo. Everybody else agrees this is a great photo. You look fine. We can go with this.
It's time to move on.
Yeah, it's time to move. Yeah, man. It was great though, because it was like we did it different, since I got all this stuff thrown on me at the last second. Jody and Amber are doing all the individuals, 90 something girls, right? They're doing all the individual photos. And I was just doing the senior photos, and I got done with most of them. And then I stopped and I did the team photo, right? I did all the team photos, whatever it was, 7, I don't know whatever I told you, how many teams there were. So I did all the team photos. And I went back and shot the rest of the senior banners. But what was kind of cool about it is, I had a ton of lights. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I had a ton of lights there. I had two 1200s. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 600s and two 200s. I think I used all of them, every one of them. But it was so easy to move stuff around. I had stuff on wheels. I had hair lights, booms, Cambo stands.
Did you have the Cambos out too? You had everything out. Yeah,
I had one Cambo out.
Mm-hmm. Did you have the short one, or you had the big one?
Not the big Cambo.
I want to get one of those. I need one. The short one's great, but I want that big one just to move around for a hair light. I want that overhead light. It's such a good look. It's super popular this year. It looks like, especially in the volume world, we've had quite a few. You can tell that overhead light, when it's being used, because it's just nice and even light from the head all the way down the shoulders. It's just a good starting light.
There we go. Cambo's awesome.
Cambo's awesome. It's amazing. Yeah, I have the short one, like we talked about, but I want that long one.
Yeah, especially Melissa does a lot of dance, and she is beautiful dance photos.
Yes,
a lot better than the dance photos that Lisa Mouse is getting ready to pay an arm and a leg for. Yeah, I don't mind saying it, because the photographer that she's using has nothing to do with any of our groups. But yeah, Melissa Hernandez. I'm gonna have to give you the name of this photographer, because she is making, like, literally, I don't know. I think she's like a concert tour dates, and this girl is 23 years old. This is the story Lisa tells me. Lisa's in the dance world, and she does all the trendy stuff for her kids, spoils them rotten. And so she got on the latest, greatest, Instagram famous photographer who's 23 years old, and she follows the dance competitions, So if there's big dance competitions throughout the country, she just follows them and books dates. And you're spending $1,000 a kid, and she's booking 15 a day.
No.
Yeah.
No shot.
Yes. And I'm telling you, I don't
I have so many questions, but yeah, we could probably, we don't have time for it.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I'm telling you.
That's
half hour and 1 hour sessions.
And not using photo day.
No, I don't know. Like, her system is like, basically you have to spend about, from what Lisa said, you're spending $500 for the session first without paying. You don't get nothing for the $500.
That's just to make a schedule, make a spot on the schedule for them.
You get $100, and then once you're there, it's like $350 or something like that. Once you go, and yeah. No, like it's not Juliana D. It's some girl that is a dancer, and she's giving dance lessons at the same time. And it's supposed to be it's an experience. That's damn right. It's an experience, because I'm telling you, the photos are very underwhelming. I couldn't believe it. It's like, all it is photos with a good camera and an Instagram filter. That's it.
Sometimes it's good enough. It's ridiculous. Yeah. There's a prime example of hustle, right? You don't have to be good. Sometimes you got to be, a little savvy. But I shoot a lot of different stuff, and I can't put bad work out no matter what it is. So I don't get away with that. That's why I was in Victoria, BC shooting a wedding.
That's not it. It's not Juliana D. Somebody else.
I keep sharing Juliana D. Trying to throw poor Juliana D under the bus.
She's probably great. Right? She's probably beautiful.
And hopefully her pictures are better than
it's not bad, but the thing is, though, is she's 23 years old, and she's kicking ass with her marketing. Like, she built a brand. You know what I mean? And obviously, it must be a really cool experience for these girls. And maybe she just got hot too. Maybe it's just like she is the end thing.
Well, maybe they're getting more out of the instruction than they are the pictures, and the pictures remind them of the instruction. Maybe it's more based on that. Maybe.
Yeah. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah. So she says she's similar. I don't know what that means. Maybe in pricing. But that makes
I don't
sense.
know.
I mean,
Maybe there's a conversation going on we're not seeing in the things. Yeah, she's
yeah, I
talking
mean,
about.
John, that's what we were just talking about. The pictures are okay. I mean, they're not, $1,000 a session good. My buddy Trey Love it was sick. He rents he gets a spot at somewhere in downtown Columbia. I want to say it's at South Carolina. He does that whole rain thing. Like he has gigantic rain machine. And he has a black floor that just collect. I mean, it is badass. It is some cool stuff. I mean, I don't think he's making that kind of money doing it, but I mean, my point being, there's a lot of great dance photographers out there. This girl just was able to market herself in a way that allowed her to prosper. I mean, I can't be mad at her. I mean, her photos, obviously they're good enough.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that goes marketing right now. If you're trying to grow or stay relevant or get bigger gigs or whatever, I think that the younger generation is ahead of us when it comes to knowing how to utilize all those social media markets. I hate to say that we're in that older generation group, but we kind of are right now. And I think that trying to learn how to keep up with social media was one thing, but now not only did you have to learn how to keep up, but you got to make reels and stuff. So you got to be able to know how to edit video and put, edit to music, do amazing graphics and titles with it. I mean, there's all these kinds of things that go along with being a photographer these days. It's kind of crazy. It's hectic out there.
Yeah.
So good for her for finding a groove and knowing how to use
Yeah.
it and lean on it is my point.
Yeah. I mean, she's doing a great job. I just, I don't know. I don't really have much. I'm doing dance tomorrow, and I've got volleyball and dance tomorrow. And I'm doing an on location dance shoot, so it'll be fun. It'll be different. But I'm not charging those kind of prices. Maybe I should, but I'm not. But I'm not really a dance photographer. I know I can light it and make it look great, so it'll be, it'll be interesting.
Yeah,
Who
it'll
is
be
this?
nice. I know.
I don't know.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Let me look.
Marketing sounds, yes, but it's a good point.
It's true though.
Marketing's good. I mean, we have a competitor here in Atlanta, and his photos aren't any better than an iPhone. And I know he's a 7-figure business. He does really well. He does a good job marketing.
That's crazy.
But it's not like Instagram marketing. He's just old school.
Yeah,
just calling people on the phone. But the Instagram stuff. I mean, have you been doing the reels? You haven't been doing them.
I haven't been doing them. It's Emily Hart Davis talking about the marketing. But I mean,
it's Emily. Okay.
She's incredible at it, right? She's, started with a whole new name and doubled her business in a year. I mean, you want to talk about somebody who's smart and a good photographer when it comes to all that. There you go. You add those two things together and, the sky's the limit, especially if you want to hire people and grow.
Yeah. And Emily is unbelievable. She's really hustling. Yeah. She's doing a great job. And her photos are beautiful. She's a boot camper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I made a video about boot camp, and registration starts Friday. I forgot. So it's Friday. It's going to be in Tampa, St. Pete towards Treasure Island. So the weather will be great. But I was having this discussion with Paul Elise, who is came to the boot camp. Fantastic. Another, stellar photographer. And he went to the Peter Hurley class,
Yeah.
And New York City headshot photographer.
I didn't know he was still doing that, but for one, two, I think that's awesome. Peter Hurley I've followed for many years. He's great at lighting faces and illuminating people correctly for headshots. He's got a good system.
Right. But he's got a good system, but come on, his secret to success, in my opinion, is the way he talks to his clients.
I mean, we talk about that all the time. You can teach everybody all these things, but if you can't talk to somebody and you can't make them feel comfortable in seconds with what we're doing, you're not going to be as successful. You're just not.
Right. And about the experience too, right? I mean, he has an exact, he sets up a little triangle, right? He shoots through the triangle. The settings are the same. I mean, it's very repeatable what he does.
Yeah, I think he used to use Kino flows because he used
Yeah.
to mix flash for the background so you get a pure white, and then he would use a constant Kino flow light right up close, with that that shape
Yeah.
or whatever. That would create a cool catch light, but it would also give a really nice flat, even light across the face, and the fall off on it with the settings he was using was perfect. Yeah, no, he was good at it, and he was good at getting people to genuinely give them, a
Right.
real look. So
Well, that's his thing. Like his
yeah.
communication with the client is the thing. It's the whole experience. Like maybe that
Mhm.
photo looks the same as another photographer, but the experience you had with Hurley was so much better than with somebody who wasn't, cutting jokes with you, making you feel comfortable, and just wasn't as good of an experience. Maybe you
Yeah.
don't feel the same about that photo because every time you look at the photo, you remember how that experience was.
Right.
Um,
I think it's a big part of it.
yeah. I mean, I know tonight when we did that with these girls, I tried to really spoil the seniors, make it a big deal, make it about them,
Yeah.
and they freaking ate it up.
Well, it is about them. This is some of them, this is it. They're not going to play any kind of competitive sport again, maybe,
Right.
let that sink in.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
for
you
as long as they've
celebrate
been
what
doing
they're
it.
doing right now and taking every day serious. When you go to a photo shoot, you gotta be ready to make that the best one they've ever had every time. Otherwise, what are you doing it for?
Right. I mean, we, and Paul was like, I was telling him, like, yeah, I'm not going to teach it. I'm not not speaking, doing any of that stuff. I'm doing the boot camp, and I'm not doing SPAC or imaging or sync, just not doing it this year. I'm kind of exhausted from doing it over the last few years. And, we're finishing our house. So I want to stay at my house. Don't want to leave. Paid enough money for it. So
You built it. You paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
You want to get your money's worth. You got to
Yeah.
stay in there.
I mean,
yeah.
and if this is my first week back, and this is going till November, yeah, I'm not doing nothing this winter. I'm doing the boot. That's it. That's it.
Boot
But
camp in
anyway,
Tampa.
he was telling me, he's like, the class is expensive, and I'm like, as I thought about it, I'm like, and he said it was amazing. It was a great class, and my thought is it's not expensive, because the thing is, if you go to a less expensive class, workshop, convention, right? If you go to a cheap one, it's going to cost you more money than going to that expensive conference that you actually can use those ideas to make money as soon as you get home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
if you go to a class, convention, or workshop that wastes your time, you just spent 2 or 3 days going to the class, traveling. You could have been at home working. It's going to cost you thousands and thousands of dollars. Whereas if you go to a class that you actually learn and can take those things and turn them into revenue, even if it costs $2,000-$3,000, you're going to make that money back as soon as you get back home, because you learned something, and you can take those things that you learned and turn them into money immediately. If you go to a class you didn't learn anything, then all you did is waste time and money.
Yeah, you went on an expensive trip and did something that maybe wasted your time, but you don't know that till you make those mistakes either.
Yeah, well, you can ask somebody.
I mean, you could, but you're not going to believe.
Somebody.
I'm the type, I don't believe anybody until I make those same mistakes.
Yeah, that's a valid point. That's a valid point. It can be what you get out of it. If you go to a trade show and you just get drunk the whole time, then
well, and sometimes how do you know for sure? Like, how many people do you know that went to Hurley's class? Paul did. The only reason I know so much is I paid for his online class from Kelby once, way back in the day.
Yeah.
So that's why I know so much about that.
Well, I've watched everything free that I could get of his.
I paid for stuff even back in the day. Maybe it was F-Stoppers I paid for that one. I don't remember. One of them I bought. But I've bought a lot of those classes, and you don't know they're bad until you bought it, unfortunately. Sometimes.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I mean, workshops are good for picking up tips and networking. Yeah, I agree with that. The networking thing is probably the biggest thing for me, is just meeting people that it's good. Like, I have my photography friends that, you, and I got Trey Love, and I've got Paul in St. Louis, and Angry Joey in Minnesota. And, I got Jim Kwasnick in California, that I try to keep in touch with all those guys, and Tim McDonald. But, when I went to SPAC last year, I did talk to some industry experts that are outside of my group. You know what I mean? So there is value in that, having that group of people in there. I just don't know, it's just I don't know. I just need a break.
I think it depends on where you're at with your career too. I think it's totally fine to take a year off too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes you take that year off and you maybe sometimes you don't, you realize you don't need what you used to need anymore. I think
Yeah.
that's part of growth too, depending on where
Oh
you're
yeah.
at, for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. When I was a beginner, and so we had that question too. Um, I won't go into the whole thing, but we start with action photography. Action photography is low hanging fruit. If you want to look for customers, go out and shoot action photography,
Yeah.
because there's a reason that it's hard to make money in that industry. You can do it, but it's a lot of hard work. It can be done, but that's where I found my first customers. That's for sure. But it was a good stepping stone to get team and individual photos.
Well, and you want to get permission, don't just show up to a ball field and start taking
Right.
random pictures of kids. That doesn't work out for anybody either. So you just
No.
gotta, I mean, please don't do that. Just,
No.
but
No.
I mean, you kind of, at some point you have to build a relationship with somebody that's going to trust you with their children or your client or who you have to build trust with somebody, and you have to get it in that way. And so if you need to practice, if you need to build a portfolio, use somebody in your family, use friends, use something like that, get started, get some images made, and get something going, and get comfortable and confident with what you're doing, and then go sell yourself, go back to the marketing part.
There's Ken Mattos, 100% agree. I think that's on the
Should
cost
be with what I just said.
Yeah. But the thing, Ken's a great photographer. He came to boot camp too, and he's really we're able to shorten the learning curve, but at the same time you have to be patient, because this team and individual stuff can take a long time. Some, like in our area, people were in 3-year contracts, so we had to wait 4 years, 4 years to get some of the leagues. And some leagues it took us like 7 or 8 years. So you got to think about it. You only get that league, if it's baseball, sometimes one time a year. If you miss it, it's gone. So sometimes it can take a long time to get that momentum. Once we got to a certain point, we had that momentum, and we were able to, not really advertise and just kind of get leagues. But
totally different here.
Time.
We have no contracts with anybody. Let that sink in. Totally different.
That's tough, right? Because that, only thing about that is that means that
next year's
not really a sellable business, right? I mean, if you're gone,
it's got my name on it anyway. And that's the other thing. If you ever want to sell it, I suggest not naming it your own name. Makes it tough to sell anyway.
Yeah. But who sells
I never thought
anyway?
I never thought I'd be this big. I didn't think I'd get to the point where it would even be a thing that I would be like, oh, I need to hire employees, let alone if I would ever sell something. I don't know that's ever worth it, because it was built on relationships. And if you don't have those going over, you're not going to keep them anyway. When I bought this from the gentleman, I bought some contracts, so to speak, but what I bought was the ability to go with him, shoot for a year, shake hands, make acquaintances, and pull those jobs in. That's how that worked. And I paid for that privilege to do that.
You got an assistant yet?
I've been putting the kid to work. Yeah.
What?
Putting the boy to work.
These are lies.
No, he's going to be a senior. He went with me today. We did a headshot. We did a team headshot for a real estate team today. Mom and a daughter that have been doing it since the 70s. Yeah. So they came down and we did a session with them this afternoon. Totally not volume work. Went really great. Made some new contacts. They found me through other real estate agents. I mean, that's how you get more work. Once you do work, get work, do work, show work, get work, do work, show work.
Yeah,
and
but
pretty soon it just starts rolling for you.
But the thing is like people like you and they want to give you business because they enjoyed their experience, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the name of the game. And it's funny too, is like we kind of found too, is like I was talking about ended up the Booster Club president today was the one that was, telling us we might get this, and this. Super. I mean, they were the nicest people. Great guy. But anyways, I was talking to the coach afterwards, right? And I know I've been preaching this a lot. It's like, one of the reasons I have assistants is because after the shoot, I can try to, start getting that relationship. Now that, okay, this is what we can do, especially with the tether. Like the coach saw exactly what was going on, and actually I had shot his daughter like years and years ago. So anyways, when I was done, Jody, we had all that gear, we had all that gear, and Jody and Amber started packing up the gear. That's the deal. It's like, if I get caught talking to the coach or the board director or whatever, leave me alone. Y'all pack. Let me get this done because this is how we pay you guys.
Yeah.
So they start talking to him. Come to find out, the coach runs a beach volleyball league with 250 kids.
No.
Yes, 250 volleyball players, and they don't get photos.
What? Were you like, why? In the middle of summer? Call me?
I think he just got, they take some action photos, but they never, I think once he saw these photos, he was like, yeah, I think this would be cool to have some good, pose stuff and this dramatic lighting. This would be cool,
So both times you tethered, even though you hated it this time, it still got you another job, is what you're about to tell me, probably.
Yeah, I mean that one was. I mean, whether he would have mentioned that or not, but I mean, I think the experience, and I'm excited about this Instagram reel I'm going to do. It will take me forever and a day to do, but Jody was able to get the reaction of the kids, and you can't, what's the word?
You can't beat that.
You can't repeat or you can't, make that up. You know what I mean? I forget what I'm trying to say, but anyway.
It's real. It's not fake. Yeah.
It was very real. And you can't reproduce that in acting. All the girls loved the photos. So I think that just got them all fired up. You know what I'm saying? He's got them all fired up, and it just, made him feel good about the whole situation. And was, again, it's like, okay, I think this would be awesome for this would be awesome for our league. Same in Dallas, no contracts, constant hustle. That's Emily. Gotta be Emily.
It is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, went awesome. Let's see. I'll show you a photo. You want to see it?
Maybe. Is it any good?
I mean, I just got to look at. You know what happened today? I know you're gonna think I'm lying. Literally, my keyboard broke. Keyboard broke at 8:25. My keyboard broke. I had to go steal Scott's keyboard. Let's see.
That's why we were late.
What? Yes, my keyboard broke.
Let it be known for the record, Jay was late, not Justin.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Share screen. This one here. Share. Yeah. So, yeah, I did the whole.
Did you do aerosol can for every kid?
The seniors, yes.
Just the banners.
Just the banners and some group stuff. Some of the group photos.
I wanted to know how long the can lasted. If it lasted 90 kids or not.
Oh no, I didn't do them for all 90 kids. I was already there forever. So no, I didn't do all 90 kids, but it was that went good. I had 4 cans with me. I have a camera store in Atlanta that has them, so I just pick up whatever they have when I go down there. But I don't know who this is. Somebody else.
Hi guys. Hey. Hi.
Yeah. But yeah, it went really good. I mean, the thing is I'm not
Miss May.
I'm not a crazy huge fan of the smoke. I mean, I do like it. I do like it, but I don't feel like I have to have it for every photo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it does look. But
Mary, by the way,
the customers want it though.
Yeah, they definitely want it.
The kids want it. Mm-hmm. So if the kids want it, then it's kind of a wow factor, especially if you have it on the computer. But it's very unpredictable. The air conditioner can be blowing a certain way. You have to be careful with it, and you don't want to get too much, in the kid's face because it, provides a haze that you can't get rid of. Yeah. So yeah, there are some things that, I'm not a big fan of, but it worked out. It was good.
Cool. Mm-hmm. I've got a cheer shoot Saturday, and it is only 12 to 15 kids. It's not very big.
But you're setting up the whole thing, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do stuff. We're gonna do banners, and then we're also gonna do some Quansi Pro light mods. Those are big hits lately. They look really cool. Everybody doing their own thing with those lately. That was Mary who just said hi. She just used them here and had some pretty cool. I loved her close-ups from the waist up.
Marie,
Marie, yeah, she was at boot camp. Yeah, she just posted some cool pictures using those. And then obviously Ed and Kathleen posted theirs here the other day. That was cool too. That cheerleader jumping. So it's fun. I'm excited to use them.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull Marie. So Marie came to boot camp, and she came to the 2.0, and she went home and just freaking started. I mean, I can't believe how her photos have been fantastic.
Did you see any before and afters? Did they get a lot better because of you, or are you lying? were they already good?
Well,
and she
I
was
don't
just-
think she had the pro light mods, so we went after the pro light mods, and yeah, I'm gonna take full credit for it till she tells me otherwise. But I mean, it's part of like, let's see, am I sharing the screen? Do you see? Can you see my screen?
Nope.
Okay, let me go. Okay, let me go.
Oh, what I like too, she did some trap she did some trap shooting ones too. Did you see those?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were awesome.
Yeah, I love this one here. Look at that.
Yep.
That's freaking
Yep.
beautiful. Yeah. I wonder what the hell they're thinking in Northwest Arkansas. She's blowing people away.
It's good.
Yeah. See, there we go. Thank you, Marie.
I don't think we helped her at all. I think she knew how to do all this before.
That was great. We have not. I haven't tried that out yet. Have you tried it out?
I won't use
you're,
it.
You're not doing it.
No, it ruins pictures. You can add that later. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Brad
destructive.
I wonder if Brad's used it, but I don't know. But yeah, Marie's been doing some fantastic stuff. I'm really proud.
I'm going back to stuff that she did before boot camp. She was
Yeah.
she was fine before you. You didn't do that.
You are the worst. You're the worst. No, she is. Yeah, this is some cool stuff. I'm excited for her. That was the right there.
She nailed those. Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I've never seen that. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, that looks great. And the fact that she like threw the American flag back there.
Yeah, it's rad.
Pro light mods. I bet the kid loved it though.
Oh, it's rad.
Yeah, it is pretty damn impressive.
You want me to show you?
So
you want to make fun of my wedding pictures?
Yes.
Nobody wants to see them. Here, I'll show you.
Let's see. Justin's wedding pictures. Oh, it's just me. I just put the camera just on me.
Why?
I didn't mean to. Okay, let's see your wedding pictures.
Everyone can see and hear you. Can you see them?
You have to share your screen. Oh,
I did.
There it is.
Yeah. See?
Those look great.
Little family action.
Yeah. Oh, that would just pain me to shoot those family photos. Oh my God.
It's not bad. It's fun. You got to have the same upbeat personality that you have shooting volume all day. You got to keep talking to them.
What
makes a good family photo too is everybody's touching appropriately. You have to have everybody connected.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they have
That's
dead
a
arms.
cool shot. Where's that at?
This was fun. This is on top of the roof at the hotel.
Mm-hmm. What's that building in the back?
This is this is the Empress. People have tea here and stuff. It's like the main. Maybe it's not the Empress.
I think I would like seeing a softbox on her though.
What's the name of the building in the back? The Parliament.
I think I need a softbox right there.
That's their Parliament one. What?
I think I need the softbox.
A softbox?
Yeah, I think I need it.
I used a hard light, obviously.
I know.
This is just bare flash. I'm on the run, man. I'm on the run.
I need softbox on it.
Yeah,
I love that one. That's a really good one.
It's hard to get emotion out of the guys, right?
Yeah.
That's a fight and a struggle and I loved getting it. So these koi were huge.
That is insane.
This whole pool was full of them. It's crazy.
So yeah, don't show me.
What?
Nothing. No, I better not. Not say anything.
No, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a location wedding. Do you charge more for that when you go?
Yeah. I mean, not really. I mean, we just charge what it costs to go. And then usually what it costs I don't need all this up here anymore. Anyway, so yeah, we work it out. Everybody's a little bit different.
All right. So a question on this. Okay, so I didn't use a gel, believe it or not, on that photo.
On the ones that were blue?
Right. I didn't. So I mean, let's see. I don't know if I can repeat it. Let me see. Okay, so I'll pull up a photo in Photoshop. And we'll kind of go, let's see, share screen. All right. So let's see if I can turn it blue. You know what was super cool is I just love, let me see if I get this to work.
See,
I
you're
don't
worried
know.
about family pictures and you get groups to do this. It's the same thing.
Yeah. I know, but this is more fun. I can't get Granny to do that. That lady was 100 years old.
She
You
was
gotta get,
86.
like,
She was 86 and they had to goose her to make her smile.
goose her. Yeah, I'm not goosing Granny.
Her daughter grabbed her butt to make her smile.
Yeah. I'm out. So
It was fun.
Let's see what select subject does. I'm on a PC, so it's not as fast. Look at that. That's pretty awesome.
It's pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh,
Are you showing her real quick how you got the blue?
You can invert, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I invert it and I just brought the color temperature down. Doesn't really affects the floor a little bit, not much though, right?
Yeah, I think it's all wonky
yeah.
now. It looks stupid. You should have used gels.
What's that?
You should have gelled it.
I didn't have time. I didn't have time for that. And you could just bring that down. And even if you wanted to bring some color back on the floor, you go there.
Yeah, how cool is that you can adjust the color temperatures in the gradients and all separate. You can merge this into your other mask now too. You can merge this gradient into your select subject mask so that it doesn't go over the feet. It's really kind of
it's crazy what you can do, right? I mean, that was quick, right? I mean, that was not that much time.
Yeah, you didn't put any effort into it to show her. Yeah.
Oh shoot, what did I do? I was trying to do the before and after. It's back. Okay. Yeah. So that's before, that's after. So I mean, that was like a very minimal amount of work, right?
And huge change. Yeah.
Huge change. Yeah. It was like minimal. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how you do that. You can kind of cheat. You don't necessarily have to. Blue works pretty good though. You know what I mean? It'd be harder to pull out a red, but blue and yellow you can do. Yeah. So little trick. I like that. What else are you going to show? I know you're pulling something up.
No, I didn't. I put it away.
All right.
How long have we been on? 42 minutes?
Yeah. I'm exhausted. Okay.
We don't have to go full hour.
Yeah. I think I'm done. Can't take anymore. I can't talk anymore. Let's see. Want to get, there we go. That's awesome. Yeah. That's part of it, right? Like you go to these classes, you meet people and you get kind of community going and they can help you out. I mean, Justin has helped so many people with his dance stuff and yeah,
I know.
Yeah. He helped Jody. Justin helped me with pick snub the other day.
He doesn't know how to do extractions, people. He's crazy.
Yeah. I can. Do you just have to see me just do it just now? I just extracted 8 girls in a blink of an eye.
So here's your sign. You know how easy that is. Jay just has to push one button and he thinks it's perfect.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Yeah, that was fun.
We gotta do it again soon.
My busy season is fast approaching in the next day or two. And you've already been doing it. Back to school's here, whether we want it to be or not. How did that happen so fast?
When are you back to school?
Well, kids are back to school right after Labor Day.
Okay.
Day after Labor Day.
No, we're already started.
Yeah.
It's already started here. So so all the football's got to get in and they got to get their programs done. So it's going to be Saturday and Sunday. We got a big high school. It's back at the same one we did this volleyball for. So we got in there. So I think it's starting to permeate there. Might get more and more of the sports.
How many more people are you going to hire? You're gonna grow right out of Georgia. Well, I mean, you already have. You're gonna grow even more.
Yeah. I mean, I'm I don't know. There's always that spot where you don't know if you want to hire any more people, take any more responsibility. It's tough because every time you hire somebody, you need to get a lot of business in order to pay for that person. So I don't know. I mean, I think right now we're going to be doing 3 shoots, big shoots. I mean, the thing is, like my buddy Trey in South Carolina, I don't know how he does it because like on Saturdays, like I don't think he has many shoots on Sundays. Like we do. So on Saturdays, he'll have literally 8 locations. It's crazy.
In one day.
Yes, in one day. But
Well, he
the
has
thing-
8 different shooters though, right? Like he's not.
yeah, so he has to have gear for 8 different shoots,
That's a lot.
team and individual. But typically, it's only one line. The only thing is like his shoots might be, 50 kids per. It's not like here where you have one shoot and it's 300 to 500 kids. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm fortunate in that I go to one location, but it's a gigantic league. Because Atlanta just got more people. Columbia is just smaller towns, not as big a population.
Yeah.
So we're lucky that we get those big shoots. But the thing is, if you do 3 of those shoots in a day, then that's a lot of kids in a day to take photos of.
Yeah.
And we're hiring, highly skilled. Well, our photographers are highly skilled, so we can't just pick somebody up off the street and they start taking photos. It's just not like that. You have to know how to handle all the elements. It's not okay. It's not a green screen situation, but like we talked about, even if you're a green screen photographer, the communication with the athlete is going to get the best photo out. So you still have to have somebody that's good with kids, can communicate, can bring out the best expression. So yeah, so you have to be careful who you hire because your reputation depends on it. And that's the thing that worries me the most. What are you going to do if you have somebody? How are you going to hire other photographers? It's Justin Grafton Photography.
I can't. I don't. I mean, I could, but how? Like, I would change my name first if I started doing that. I would change the name of my business.
But there's a hair salon here. It's called Jill Craven, right? And it's funny because it's on I live on the west side of my county. So if I just go like 100 yards west of me, I can hear the boats and the big lake. I got Lake Allatoona that's right next to my house, right? So just 100 yards is the lake. That being said, it's hard to get to the other side of the lake. You have to go around, so we're kind of stuck in a corner of the county. And if you drive around the lake, you go to Jill Craven, and she built this amazing building right on the edge of, it's not the edge of the county, but it's further away than I am in the county. And that place is the most expensive place in the county, right? And the way she is her name, I don't even know if she even cuts hair anymore, but it's Jill Craven. And it's a cool place. That's where Karina goes. I mean, of course, Scott gets his haircut there.
So it's bougie.
Yeah. Scott gets there. I don't go to get my haircut there. Anyway.
I barely get my haircut. So.
They hire. So let's just say Justin Grafton, you want Justin Grafton's headshots is $300, right? You go to a junior photographer, Justin Jr., then their prices are less. You know what I'm saying? So I think the way to do it would be to tier yourself. Like if you had certain services, like if you want Justin, it's this price. If you want, it'd be hard to do with sports photos because the price is the price. But if you were doing real estate photography and it was too much for you to handle, you could offer a little bit less for a junior photographer rather than you. You're still overseeing everybody and they're trained by you, but you can get away with having the name because, you're still going to be providing quality photography. But if somebody wants less expensive Justin, you can send an associate photographer.
Right. I mean, I've looked into that. I've talked about that with other people before and stuff. It's more work. More work.
What are you talking about? I just said all that, and all you can say is still more work. that's the only comment you had.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I thought it was a decent. I was going on about it.
It's a great way to scale. No, I love it. I don't think you're wrong. The more I think about it, the more it frightens me to try to be busier. I would die.
Yeah. There's something to be said. And the thing is you don't have the rebate situation like I do either.
Well, I won't do it. Yeah, I just won't do it.
Yeah.
And this hat is Elcan Images. Yeah. We talked about this last time.
I know.
But that's why she. Yeah.
But see, the thing is my head's my head's too big for the hat. Yours is too, but that's why you wear it backwards.
Well, I still got 3. When you get down to the last one, the hat's too small. When it's just this turns into a V because you're on the 1. The
Yeah, I
hinge
think-
point's bad. Yeah.
It's super soft though, so I'm gonna have to look into that hat. Just
I love the fabric of this mesh,
Yeah.
whatever this is. It's not your typical crusty old trucker hat. It's like soft. It's awesome.
Yeah, I have
Look
to
at us.
all my
We're
hats.
fashionistas.
But living where I do, all the hats. This is the only hat that I know that's repels sweat or sweat resistant, because I sweat so much that if I wear a nice hat, there's a thing of salt on the bill of the hat and it's stained and it's
That's
done.
disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
you don't wash a hat. It's never the same once you wash it.
I'm back to 3-4 shirts a day.
Unreal.
It is hot. It's
Except
hot.
it rained the other day, but we can talk about that next time. How hard it rained.
Oh, Howard. Yeah, that's the one thing that we'll forget. Like I got rained on, so I bought big gigantic trash bags. Okay, this got to be Jody. Jody must be listening.
Yeah, he's gross.
Yeah,
I agree, Jody. I agree.
But do yourself a favor and go get yourself. I think it's 65 gallons. 65 gallon big enough? I think it is.
55.
I'm getting 65. 65 gallon trash bags, and then if it rains, you can just put those big old trash bags over the lights. It is Jody.
Yeah,
She's telling me how gross I am. Yeah,
I agreed with her.
Oh, 80 is that Paul Elise?
I don't know. Let me switch to a new tab here. Why does this not all come to one place for me? Yeah, it's Paul.
It's Paul. It's 80 gallon, Paul. Gosh, damn it! I just bought the wrong ones. I bought 65 gallon. 80 gallon.
Are they the clear ones? Because if you don't buy the clear ones, the radio won't work, right?
They're clear. And I saw the bigger one.
Did I freeze or did Jay? Yeah, his video feed was choppy when he first started. Hello, people. Jay went offline. I don't know why. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Both are gone? Bueller. All right. Well, people, Jay is gone. Should we wait for him? Let me see if he texted me. He's probably freaking out and panicking. Oh, good. Melissa still sees me. Jay's calling in. Hold on. You're on speaker on the Jay and Justin Beard and Boat show because I'm still here.
I ended the broadcast.
You couldn't have ended it. I'm still here.
Really?
No. You're live. They can hear you.
I don't know how to get back because it is. Yeah, I don't think I have internet.
Okay. Well, I guess this is the end of the show. We'll sign off with you calling in.
Yeah, I can call in.
You're the worst host ever known.
My internet was out.
This is not how this should go.
Yeah, sorry about that. I messed it up coming to and leaving.
You were late and you bailed without saying bye.
Yeah. All right.
The freeze frame, by the way, you have to go look at it. It's fantastic.
What's that?
You should try to log in and see your face on the freeze frame where it ended with you.
Oh my God.
It's perfect.
Oh my God. I know Jody is just laughing. And don't take a screenshot of it.
I don't have to. I'm sure everyone else is. I want everyone to record this, use it as a meme, use it against Jay forever, please. I didn't have anything to do with it. He does it to himself. All right. We'll see everyone next time on the Beard and the Boat. This is Jay not signing off because his internet sucks.
Yeah.
Say bye to everyone, Jay.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.